be the most excited to be here because you get to see me. I'm on the cusp of fame. I know it. I am. I'll tell you how I know this. I was at the store the other day shopping with my husband, and I was recognized. I was. We got up to the cashier, and she was so excited to see me. She was like, "Oh my God, are you Megan?" I was like, "Who, me?" "Yes, thank you. Your pleasure. Thank you so much." And I left the store, and I looked at my husband, and I said, "See, I am a big deal." And he looked at me and he was like, "Calm down, Megan, we are at the dollar store in Grant." I see some of you know where Grant is. It's not big. It's where I'm from, and most of the people there are my family, so that's why they recognized me. But I have goals, you guys. I have goals. Number one goal, be the most famous person in Grant. Check. Next, be recognized at a Walmart, maybe in Grand Rapids. Yes, gotta have goals, people, gotta have goals. So I'm sure some of you are wondering why I've got this cane here with me. No, I'm not some 85-year-old woman who just looks really good for her age, although that is a goal also. But I have a disability. I have a neurological movement disorder called dystonia. It causes me to have muscle spasms all over my body, from my head to my toes, and I know what you're wondering, sir. Also in my vagina. Yeah, that's right. It's like involuntary Kegel exercises. Ladies, you do your Kegels. Ladies, you know how important it is to keep those muscles healthy. And it is just one less thing I have to think about. It is a perk, you guys, a perk of dystonia. Not only do I get excellent parking wherever I go, I've got a vagina like a vice grip. Very good times. And naturally, the next question people have for me after they find out about my spastic vag, usually because I tell them about it, it's very exciting. They want to know, can you have sex? I'm like, of course I can. It's just going to cost more this time. This is a specialty now. It's very special. So I talked about my husband. We do have 2 children. I'm a mom. They're 11 and 14, and they're always coming home, and they want me to help them with their homework. It's the fucking worst. But my son comes home, he's 10, he's in 5th grade, and he's like, "I need to write a book, Mom. I need to write a how-to book. I'm going to teach people how to fish." I'm like, "Okay, I'll help you." So he's dictating it to me. I'm typing because he's a really shitty typer, and I want it to go as fast as possible. And if you guys don't know how to cast a fishing pole, I'm going to teach you now in the words of my son. How to cast a fishing pole. First, you grab a hold of the rod. Tightly, but gently. You don't want it to slip out of your hands. Then you swing the rod back and you thrust it forward, but not with too much force. You don't want to scare anything away. I typed that word for word, you guys, and it took everything I had not to laugh hysterically and scar my sweet little baby. And guess what? He got an A. Yes, yes. So either his teacher had a really great sense of humor, or she did not know how to cast a fishing pole. We're all learning here. So I'm always learning, but when I was in high school, I was very naive. You'll see a pattern here. I did not know what the word masturbate meant. I did not. I'm from Grant. I thought it had to do with fishing, okay? I thought if you were a masturbator, you were excellent at baiting a fishing hook. And there was a time when I was in high school, my friends were talking about it, and I'm not one to not jump in on a conversation, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a masturbator. My dad taught me." It's something we love to do together. It is our daddy-daughter bonding time. Really, it's a whole family affair. Sometimes my brothers come. Sometimes even my grandpa comes. We are all masturbators. Needless to say, I did not get a lot of dates in high school. No. So you guys, I have dystonia. I'm disabled, and I have not always been. I was just recently diagnosed. And since I've become disabled, I have learned a lot about myself. But the number one thing that I have learned is that no matter where I go or what I do, I am a fucking inspiration. I am. I had no idea though until I started going out of the house while disabled. I had no idea. I can be anywhere. I can be at the grocery store picking out a box of tampons. Some woman will come up to me and she will say, "You are so brave. You are so special." And I'm like, "Really, lady? If I were brave, I would have sent my husband here to pick up my tampons without a photograph and a detailed description about the very special tampon that my very special vagina needs." That would be brave. That would be brave. I'm really not that brave or special. For the last 4 days, you guys, I laid on the couch. I didn't shower. I took a lot of drugs. I did. All prescription, it's okay. And I just Facebook stalk almost everybody I know. I'm really living the American dream, you know? I'm living the American dream. But I'm living my life. I'm here telling you guys jokes. I love to sing karaoke. I was out a few weeks ago. I was up on the stage. I was doing my thing. I was all, "And I will always love you." Thank you so much. I am an inspiration. I'm a shoo-in for something like The Voice or America's Got Talent, any contest really. They love a disability story. They love it. The sadder the backstory, the better. I got it. Ask me later. My house burned down. I'm crippled. I got all of it, you guys. I really do. But anyway, I was up there on the stage, and this guy came up on the stage, and he put his hand on my shoulder here, and he put his other in the air, and he's waving it like he just doesn't care. And I'm all, "And I wish you joy and happiness, and I am so inspiring." And I was starting to feel it. I was feeling it, you guys. I was like, I'm an inspiration. And later I found out he was just trying to faith heal me. It did not work. It did not work. Oh man, such a bummer. But I got my mobility device. I use a cane to get around most of the time, but sometimes I do use a wheelchair. There's a common misconception about wheelchair users that everyone is paralyzed, and that is not true. Some of us are occasional users like myself. Anyway, I was at the grocery store, and I was rolling along, and I ended up in the liquor aisle because where else am I going to be? And I didn't see what I wanted right in front of me, and so I stood up and I looked at the top shelf, and I heard this woman behind me, and she was like, "Praise Jesus, it's a miracle!" And I turned around and I looked at her, and I was like, "No shit, I thought they're out of vodka." But I'll leave you with this. Dystonia is a rare disorder, and people always have lots of questions, and I welcome them, especially when my teenage daughter brings home friends from school and they've never met me, and they're like, "Mrs. Wirtz, how did you get dystonia?" So I look at them and their sweet little faces, and I tell them the truth. I'm like, "Well, this is what happens when you suck a lot of dick in high school." Thank you very much. I'm Megan Wirtz.
Very excited to be here. I drove from Muskegon. I was going by Coopersville, had my window down, took a deep breath, threw up all over the outside of my door. You guys, it's horrible. How many? If you don't know where Coopersville is, let's just take a lay of the land here. Who has ever seen Coopersville? By show of applause. So raise your hand. I can hear it. Show of applause. This is where the applause gets bigger. Who here has ever smelt Coopersville? It's like they have farms where they just grow shit. That's what it smells like in Coopersville. I was there doing a show about a week ago, you guys, and I walk outside the bar and I get this nice whiff of a breeze that comes through, and I'm like, that is disgusting. And another guy walks out, and I assume he's a local because he's got a cowboy hat on. And I go, how do you deal with this? And the guy looks at me right in the eyes and he goes, after a while, man, you get used to it. And my brain said to me, I don't want to fucking get used to it. You know what I mean? I don't want to dole down the sense in my nose that lets me know that there's shit within my presence. You know? I don't want to be swimming in a lake and I'm all by myself and I'm like, where is everybody? And then all of a sudden someone from the shore yells out, hey, what are you doing in there? There's a sewage main that busted, it's leaking in the lake. I'm just wiping turds off my face as I doggy paddle. Like, come on, get in here, you'll get used to it. Water temp's great, it's warm as shit. You guys have a good 4th of July? Yeah. Cool, man. I love 4th of July. I love 4th of July. You get together, you do some fireworks, you do some drinking. But I always hated the small talk, you know, because I'd get to the party, bunch of people I only see like once or twice a year. And then someone would always say, hey, how's it been going, Tim? And I would say the same bullshit every time. Like, oh, it could be worse. All Debbie Downer, you know. But I was like, fuck it. This year, you guys, I'm going to mix this shit up. I'm gonna make this conversation epic, okay? So I get to the party and I'm just kind of rolling around. All of a sudden the first dude walks up to me, this guy Jim, you know, and he's like, hey Tim, how's it going? And I was like, oh shit, how's it going? You must not have heard, have you? Well, about 4 weeks ago, I won 500 grand at the casino. Ended up buying a Ferrari and a shit ton of cocaine, Jim. I'm going on the highway like 2 days later, doing like a $1.90, fucking see a squirrel run onto the road, swerve to miss it, roll the Ferrari, a suitcase full of cocaine pops up into the air, busts open like a goddamn narcotic snow globe, powders out onto the road. I know my fucking time frame's right there, you know. There's only about 3 minutes before the cops show up. I'm doing as many bumps as I can off of the goddamn concrete. I look up, here's the squirrel, he's nose deep in a fucking pile of powder. All of a sudden, this son of a bitch runs right back out into the road. Now I'm scared as shit about his life again. He pulls a switchblade from God knows where squirrels hold switchblades. He jacks a goddamn diesel truck, gives me the nod that all squirrels do when they want you to go on a fucking adventure. I get in the goddamn truck, we drive down to Mexico, been there 3 weeks, flew back just for this fucking party. Without skipping a beat, Jim looks at me and goes, why don't you bring the fucking squirrel to the party, huh? This son of a bitch sounds like a party animal. I was like, I would have loved to, Jim, but you got stopped at customs, still had the switchblade and some of the cocaine. Can't fucking teach a squirrel shit in Mexico. Hyped up on goddamn tequila. Tell you what, you guys. I was just wondering, a lot of people have been talking about kids, but no one's really asked, like, by a show of plus, how many people in here have kids? Kick ass. These next strokes are gonna go phenomenal. I have 2 kids. I knew at least one of you guys here had kids, because when I pulled up, I seen them sitting on the minivan in the parking lot. It was a smooth move, giving them a tablet. They're not gonna know you're gone. Fuckers won't lift their head for shit. They don't even. That battery will die, they'll lose their mind. They'll be like, where the fuck are we? Oh, it's Woody's. Oh, my grandmom's tablet. I love my kids. I got a 10-year-old and I got a 13-year-old. My 10-year-old though lately has been kind of pushing my buttons. I think that's kind of what kids are programmed for, you know, is to push your buttons and then simultaneously love you at the same time. Like he's been doing this thing lately where he calls me bro. Oh God, it drives me insane. Like I'm just one of his classmates or something. Like the other day I was making dinner and he comes up to me and he goes, what are we having for dinner, bro? And I was like, first of all, don't call me that. And he goes, what do you mean, don't call you what? And I go, don't call me bro. And he goes, why, bro? And I was like, because. 3 things, all right? For one, I have put a roof over your head. I have put food on the table. I have put clothes on your back, okay? The least that you can do out of respect for me is you can call me dad. And my son looks at me, and he's got that look on his face, you guys, where as parents you know that he knows that he's done something that's upset me, and he genuinely looks like he feels bad, you know what I mean? And he leans in, you guys, and he gives me a hug, and he whispers in my ear, whatever, bro. I broke out that goddamn hug. I was like, don't touch me, you son of a bitch. He was like, you can't call me that. I'm like, yeah, I can. I know your mom. I was like, I married to that bitch for a while, you know? Shit didn't work out. She's a bitch. So it went. shit he's gonna do or say. He's that type of kid. Like I picked him and his friend up a couple weeks ago from a pool party, and they get in the car, and I'm driving, and I'm doing the dad thing, I'm kind of eavesdropping, and all of a sudden I hear his buddy go, dude, did you see that frickin' arcade machine that they had in their house? And my son goes, nah, what were you doing in their house? And his buddy goes, oh, I went in there to go pee, dude. I didn't know if they had that chlorine in the pool that changes colors. And when I was skipping the beat, my son goes, they didn't. And his buddy looks at him and goes, how do you know they didn't? And my son goes, dude, I peed in that motherfucker's pool like 3 times. I was like, don't say that. He's, oh, you can call me a son of a bitch, but I can't. And now all of a sudden I'm intrigued. I'm like, dude, you were only there for about an hour and a half. Like, how did you pee in someone's pool 3 times in an hour and a half? And he goes, Dad, that party was all you could drink Capri Suns, my man. He was like, I was just sitting on that bro's pool, just pissing and drinking. And I don't want to be a hypocrite, you guys, because I'm going to be honest with you. I went to that pool party last year, ended up having 1 Capri Sun, shit in that pool. Dropped a deuce in that fucking pool. Give a shit. I've been through Coopersville, I've had worse, you know what I mean? I've swam through it. Oh shit. He's got a 13-year-old brother. I think that when they turn 13, it's like at the age of 12 they go to bed, right? And then all of a sudden they wake up the next morning as if they went into a cocoon, and they go from this adorable thing that you love having around to just a total jerk. Just a real jerk, you know. He's doing this thing lately where, like, I'll tell him, don't use 8 cups in one day. Use a cup, rinse the cup out, set it on the counter, reuse the cup. I don't want to wash a shit ton of cups, okay? And I don't think it's synced in, because he ends up getting the mixing spoons the other day, and he's stirring a glass of chocolate milk with 1 mixing spoon. And I look at him, and I go, why would you do that? And he goes, what am I doing wrong? And I go, you're dirtying 1 spoon, but yet now I have to wash 7 clean spoons. Do you see what you did wrong there? And he looks at me, you guys, and without breaking eye contact, he grabs a different spoon and starts mixing his motherfucking chocolate milk. I'm like, are you serious right now? He goes, just don't want to have you washing clean shit. I was like, you know what? I'm still thinking about maybe aborting you. And he's like, you can't do that. I'm too old for that. No, I can abort you at any age. It's just at this point, bud, it's called murder. That's what it's called, you guys. I don't know with him. He taught me not too long ago that not only do they need food, water, and chocolate milk, but they also need Wi-Fi. Like my internet got cut off for like maybe 3 hours not too long ago. And he comes up to me, he goes, internet's out, bro. And I was like, first of all, I don't even want to go through this with you too, but it's gonna come back on, you know. And then he was like, all right, well you got another hour, and I'm calling CPS, so let's get this shit rolling. Yeah, we were driving down the highway. We're going to the mall. The mall is about half an hour from my house, and he goes, Dad, where are we going? I go, we're going to the mall. He goes, no. I go, what do you mean, no? He goes, no, I gotta get back to my tablet on the Wi-Fi and check and see if anyone liked my Instagram post. So I look at him and I go, well, I'm driving, so no on that. And all of a sudden he throws this shit fit, you guys. And all of a sudden I look at him and I'm like, what's the deal, dude? And he goes, if you don't turn this car around right now, so help me God, I will jump out. You guys, I looked at him, and this is the moment where some people would be like, no, don't jump out, we miss you so much. Fuck that, you guys. I was like, you know what, if you jump out this ride at 70 on the highway, I will give you $10. Because here's the thing, like, I know it's a threat he's probably not going to fulfill, but if that motherfucker jumps out the ride at 70 on the highway, probably a kid I don't want to keep anyways, you guys. Probably. All right, that was my time. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Kind of a big fucking deal, right? Maybe not around here, I'm not that big of a deal. But at home, where I live by myself, I'm a big fucking deal. Right? They flew me out VIP, you know, I was 4th class. When I was in the green room, they asked me if I wanted some water. Room temperature or cold? And that's awesome. So I said, room temperature, but a little bit more than that. Just put it on your armpit when you're walking back, and that'll be perfectly fine. It's kind of gross. You know, everybody tells me let Jesus take the wheel. So I said, fuck it. I'll let Jesus take the wheel. The cop said that's the most horrific accident he's seen someone survive in his life. He looked down over me and said, Jesus must have been watching over you. I said, fuck no. He was driving. I had a friend with benefits coming over, so I popped the Viagra. At the last minute, she canceled, and I forgot I took the Viagra. So I decided to turn baseball on. I haven't watched baseball in a while. So about the 5th inning, I looked down, I got a huge erection. And I think to myself, man, I forgot how much I love baseball. You know, I found out a glory hole is nothing like a peephole. You know, I step down, take a look, and a big old dick pops out and freaks me out, so I spit at it. I was like, hey, it wouldn't go back in the hole, so I just started trying to shove it back in. After all said and done, I made $200 that night. How did I come up with that sick shit? You know, I always wanted to role play. My ex-girlfriend never liked to role play, so we drove through a blizzard to get to Petoskey at a casino up there, the casino. I finally talked her into role play that we're going to be strangers. I was going to let her go in 15 minutes early. I was going to come in later. You know, so she goes in, I wait. I head in there and I go up to her. I say, hey, beautiful lady, can I buy you a drink? And she looked at me and she said, security! So I role-played a homeless man beating off in the blizzard. So one time I was walking down the street and a homeless man yelled at me. I gotta slow down. He said, get your shit together. I looked at him, I said, my mom pay you to say that? But she didn't, so he kind of knew my life isn't all together, right? Another time I got to role play was the ex previous to that one. A little bit thicker. She agreed to role play, so she wanted a bedroom. I come in and it's set up as an old country buffet. You know, I had to make sure that the fucking roast was hot, dessert bar stocked. I asked her if I could have some of the mac and cheese. She says, food's not for the employees. Haven't done that one in a long time. I kind of stammered there. Because that's some good mac and cheese. Not really. Not really. Old country buffet was pretty gross. Shit, you know, my friend, she told me if I grow a beard, other women will think I'm sexy. So I went to other women and they said other women would think I'm sexy with my beard. Can anybody tell me where the other women are? Because I don't have a fucking clue. I think my mom thinks I'm handsome. Face the only mother can love, huh? You know, shit. I go to Family Video, you know, and I hate it. Hey, listen, my eyes are red because I'm allergic to cats, and I was at my friend's house. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we're gonna claim, right? And I was watching Narcos the other night. You know, I was reading the subtitles during the Spanish-speaking parts. I forgot I was reading the subtitles, and I thought I could speak Spanish. No, I don't speak Spanish. You know, I hate when I'm leaving Family Video and the lady says, have a nice night. I think to myself, I'm 45 years old here at Family Video on a Friday night at 9 p.m. with 5 videos. One was a porn, so I'm just going to walk out with just that because that's creepy. I bought a payday, so I got a payday in my hand. Yeah, it's going to be a good fucking night. You know? It's amazing. I was going to go back and get my GED. Found out they didn't have a football team. So, gotta find another school. You know, I'm getting catfished right now. Don't worry, I'm catfishing them right back. You know, I'm booking a cruise for us to go on to our honeymoon. Fucking cats. And she's buying a $300,000 house for us. I'm gonna bring my $2 with me that I don't have. Catfishing's great. They think I'm a Russian spy here on a work visa to disrupt the democratic process through post. Yeah. That kind of fizzle out there. It's a little bit longer than I'm used to. You know, I got a couple sugar mamas. Oh yeah, it's a lot of work though. One of them buys me a mattress set, and she get me a couch and some clothes. But that was kind of a weird payment, but the other one buys me smokes and Jim Beam. I haven't drank in a year and a half. So I was wondering if anybody wants to come over, be my friend. I got a lot of Jim Beam you can have. I don't give up the smokes. But, doesn't that just make me a gigolo then? I think it does. I don't know, whatever, just call 8675309 and talk to Jenny. She's my pimp. Some older people got that one. Oh man. Yeah, so I was wondering, I don't like Facebook very much because you got the group photos and someone's always in the center of attention and everybody's loving it. So I was wondering after the show, a group of people could meet me up at the bar and we could stand around me, act like I'm funny and do some cheers. And I'll tag you in some pictures if you let me. You can carry me around on your shoulders like Rudy, like I just got the sack. I mean, you can take that either way because I'm 45 years old. If I'm on your shoulders, my sack may be on your shoulders. I'm not too sure about that. Possibly. I'm very visual with that, Sorry, sir. I was in the Navy and I was a seaman. My last name's Brown, so I was Seaman Brown, and my nickname was Brown Seaman. And I'm a very visual person, that's pretty disgusting. Need to get that checked out. One time I had the case of the drop foot. So I looked up, parked at a gas station, I looked up to the door, and the gentleman held the door open. He said, "You should have parked in a handicap spot." I said, "I'm not handicapped." He said, "That's the way to stay positive." Well, thank you, sir. It goes away, it's just a pinched nerve. Living at home with your parents at 40-something, I don't want to give it away. Isn't all that bad. Always sit in the same spot in the car on the way to church. My brother-in-law come over, my mom will out there and say, "Why can't you do that?" He's out there all sweaty doing some work. I said, "Mom, he's only here for the weekend. I'm here forever." I don't take hints very well. So for my birthday, my mom and dad got me a U-Haul. I didn't know that was supposed to return. I thought it was a gift, so I sold my car. And now I'm just driving around in a U-Haul. Yeah, ladies. So after the show, anybody want? I got a couch back there. I'm running on Judge Judy. So I learned how to give myself. I am bipolar, so I do have maybe some multiple personalities. But don't worry, I'm on my meds, so I'm normal, and this kind of sucks. I don't know how you guys do this. But I learned how to give myself multiple orgasms. So ladies, I understand, but also, I don't need you anymore. Thank you. I'm Chris Brown.